What is a front-end application? A front-end application runs on the user's device and it is what a user sees and interacts with. It is also responsible to talk to the backend application if you require some data. Then it shows this data to you in a presentable manner. A user is also called a client. Thus, a front-end application is also known as client-side application. But how to develop a front-end application? To answer this, you first need to figure out what type of front-end application you want to build. Do you want to build a web app or a native app? In fact, the word app is an abbreviation for application. So, what is a web app? When you use a web browser, a front-end application loads in your browser and you are able to see the website. These applications run on a web browser, so they are called web applications. But what is a native app? When you are using an app directly in a phone, tablet, or a computer without any web browser, these applications are called native applications. For example, an Android or iOS app, Mac or Windows app, etc. A web app can be built using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript because a browser only understands these technologies, which are HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. On the other hand, native app development is operating system specific, and you use different tools to build different apps on different operating systems. If you want to build iOS or Mac apps, you use Xcode. For Android apps, you use Android Studio. For Windows apps, you use Windows App SDK, and so on. SDK stands for Software Development Kit, if you're wondering. As you can see, a web app has a clear advantage that it can run across all operating systems because it runs on a browser. In addition to this, you can also add a web app to your home screen on any platform and run it like a native app. Pretty amazing, right? Web apps which have this feature are called progressive web apps, PWAs. Due to this reason, we will learn about web apps first and native apps at the very last. We'll cover more on development tools like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Xcode, etc. in depth in their dedicated playlists. In the next video, we'll cover more on backend applications. So stay tuned.